set a beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Girl, what's going on? What is happening, y'all? Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm over here messing in this doggone thing, girl. They say video backgrounds are supported now. Oh, let me do something right quick. Let me see. What this mean? Oh, I'm trying to see something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to do something right quick. Good morning, though. Good morning. Good morning. While I figure this part out. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys have liked the video already. I would sure appreciate it. I really hope that you guys have liked the video already. You guys, come on in, like the video, like the video, like the video. What's this? Crop solo, new layout. Huh? Girl? I'm over here messing with stuff, girl. But good morning, y'all. That's neither here nor there. You guys, welcome in. Like the video. Like I said, if you haven't already, y'all, we got a few things to discuss today. It's Fresh Fish Friday, Medusa. Oh my. Fresh fish, fresh idea. Fresh face to the world. Easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all, again, rest in peace to the juice. Yes, it is Educational Friday today, you guys. Make sure y'all pull up to Educational Friday today. Now, I don't even know I got a few. See, this what I be doing. So what I be doing is I'll be researching a whole bunch of stuff and then I choose which one I'm gonna premiere. So like I got stuff on NAACP, the origin and how they by the clear people, the unmentionables. You know what I'm saying? How they were created from them. I got stuff on like even before that, I got stuff on like Frederick Douglass. I've been looking at stuff on. I've been looking at stuff on like basically the origin and how all this shit happened. Or I can go, further into, my little archive or whatever. Do Margaret Sanger. You want me to do Margaret Sanger, the lady who the eugenics lady? We could do a whole bunch of people. You know, I haven't, but I'm pretty sure it's not hard to find. I'm gonna have to go get Miss Fannie Lou Haim. I'm gonna have to go get her. I'm gonna have to go get her, y'all. The Louisiana Purchase, that's a good one. I try to make so this way I'm struggling with Educational Friday. I feel like because I'm like my brain be all over the place, so I kind of feel like I should have gone in order, if it makes sense. But but then I was like, but then no, because I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing this. Can you do the history of, oh, that's a good one. The history of HBCUs and how they funded by the clears. I can give you a brief synopsis on that. The Rockefellers and all of them who were trying to indoctrinate people by the way of education. They're the ones behind all them HBCUs. Y'all know that girl. All they are most of them named after clear people. Hell, Spelman is named after the clear woman. Most of them named after the clear people, girl. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yeah, we could do that. That's a good one too. HBCUs, Margaret Sanger. Yep. I need a refresh on you. You need a refresh on the Louisiana Purchase. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of y'all noticed the Louisiana Purchase was like basically the whole Southeast. It wasn't just Louisiana. Is it true that the AKA sorority Giselle Bryant were the first to have the paper bag test? I don't know if they were the first Special K, but I do know that they allegedly they used to do that. And I watched not Ocho Cinco, what's the other one? Who be on there with Shannon Sharp? Really get the crying, talking about how his daughter passed for over on AKA, and he never seen such unity, and he never seen such something. So she belonged. Woot de woot, girl. Your daughter just was inducted into a secret society, but hey, he might be in on it too. You know what I'm saying, girl? He might be in on it too, cause yeah, that's what they show you. But they don't tell you what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Not Gil Arenas, not Ocho Cinco, the other wide receiver. Yeah, it's Ocho Cinco. It's Ocho Cinco. It is Ocho Cinco. I'm thinking about Terrell Owens. He say Terrell, but it's Ocho Cinco. It's him talking about his daughter. Or the celebrity deep dives, them going on Rumble. But let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Yes, that is true. A lot of Haitians ended up in Louisiana. That's why we have a lot of Haitian influence. A lot of people in Louisiana don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? That we have a lot of Haitian influence. Henrietta Lacks, that's a good one. The black lady they did all that stuff on. They did all that experimenting on. Ocho Cinco wanted me. Ocho Cinco wanted me. Beyonce daddy said he went to a college that had you had to send a picture in front of the bag test for a college application. His mama told him don't marry no dark girl. Oh, I'm glad y'all brought that up. You guys, do you guys know? First of all, let's start here. Marcus Garvey was an implant from Jamaica sent here to tell the blacks in America that they need to go back to Africa. Started the back to Africa thing, right? Funded by the Clears. Now, do with that information as you please. So you already know what the hell that mean. That mean, basically that nigga was getting paid. You know, W.E.B. the boy, him. The paper bag ass nigga. He was also funded by the Clears. That's where we start with the NAACP and a bunch of other stuff, NIAB and all that stuff. Before that, it's all of these people. Typically, all of your leaders were transplants from another place because W.E.B. Du Bois don't have no American. Oh yes, make sure y'all still subscribe. I'm sorry about that, Miss Sassy. She said YouTube unsubscribed, but girl, they dirty for that. But WEB, yeah, girl. Oh, girl, you like WEB? Oh, girl, Web gonna get you fucked up, T Money, girl. Let me tell you, WEB the boy is a half breed, and he ain't even from America. He ain't even from America. All of your leaders, all of your leaders is from somewhere else. Y'all know how like when we be having remember I was talking about how like they don't even get black Americans to play black Americans in black American stories. They always go get somebody from like London or something like that. Girl, tell me why most of them is not from here. Frederick Douglass allegedly is from here. But all the rest of them niggas, yes, migrants. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So it's easier for them to come in and give and see. We remember I told you. Remember what I told you. Um, I told y'all we are the only ones taught in the world. Listen to me and listen to me good. Black Americans are the only people, black people in the diaspora that are taught we are all the same. And the reason why that is so they can slip these transplants in on you, and you don't know the difference because you think they all the same. Still to this day, we think we all the same. We are not the same. We have some of the same struggles, but we are not the same. And look, Yvonne, let me mess your head up about Malcolm X. Malcolm X, they almost had him. Cause listen, think about the founders of the NOI, the Nation of Islam, or what they was called back then. The Black Muslims. Think about the founder. That was a clear man. That was a clear man who founded them. And then he got Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, a half breed, right? And the next up was supposed to be Malcolm X, the next half breed. But see, Malcolm X hit him with a pivot, right? See, Malcolm X ventured away from the plan. See, this how it goes. This how it goes. This how it goes. This how it goes. Yeah, Malcolm X half clear. You ain't know that his mama was, well, his mama was biracial. His mama was biracial, not really half clear. Yes, yes, yes. You are you correlating the two, Eduardo? Farrakhan's father, yes, 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 yes. Listen to what I'm saying. This is how it was supposed to go. Allegedly, the clear man who was a bum freak, like he was a common thief. He been in prison and all of that stuff for all of them years, right? So the government, the people, the powers that be, um he they got him to start Negroes on this Black Muslim thing. You see what I'm saying? So boom, he inherited or enlisted the help of Elijah Muhammad, who was a half breed, what they would call back then mulatto. Remember, they teach all blacks that the Negroes are all blacks is all the same. They only teach that to us. They don't teach that to nobody else. And that's to lead to put these covert people in there and screw y'all over and screw us over. I'm sorry. So what happened was Elijah Muhammad went and enlisted Malcolm X, who is also what they would consider back then somewhat of a mulatto because his mama was a half breed, right? And it was working. The plan was working flawlessly until Malcolm X decided to think independently from the organization. And that was sparked up by Muhammad's son going to tell him, hey, my daddy got 10, 12, 13, 14-year-old girls that he's sleeping with. No, 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 no. No, 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 Williams, no, no, no. She's a half breed. Now, where she's from, where her nationality is, that's different. But she's a half breed. His mama is a half breed. Yes, ma'am. His mama, he's even written about that in his stuff. His mother is a half breed. Yes, ma'am. Now, where they from? I keep telling y'all, just because y'all be putting most of us in the Caribbean, not half clear, and her family is Grenada and they black. That don't mean y'all keep putting location with race, and that don't go like that. That don't go like that. It don't matter where they from. His mother is a half breed. Race and location are not synonymous. I need us to drill this into our heads. Drill this into our heads. Race and location is not synonymous. They don't go parallel. For instance, they have clear Africans. They have clear people who were born in Africa, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got to stop putting them together. Oh, but they mama from, I don't care where they from. What is the race? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he sure did. He said his mama married the daddy because she wanted her kid skin to be darker. Listen, let me give y'all the tea. Let me give y'all the tea. So, and I'm only giving y'all this story to show y'all the play. I ain't gonna lie, it gets frustrating, Destiny. I ain't gonna lie, it gets very, very frustrating. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but I'm being patient because a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, people won't get it in their time. So I'm trying to be frustrated. I mean, I'm trying to be frustrated. I'm trying to be patient with the knowledge because I understand, it's a lot of things a lot of people gonna have to let go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Master Farrar Muhammad was a clear man. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. Look, so this how I go. if the plan was working flawlessly, remember, they teach blacks in America that all black people are the same and we are not. They use the one drop rule and black people adopted it as a actual fact when it's just a rule. The one drop rule was not made to say who's black. It was created to say who wasn't white. You feel what I'm saying? What does that mean? Them clear said, listen, if you even breathe with a Negro or have any type of Negro in your ancestry, you are not pure clear, which means we're just gonna throw you over there to the wolves by the Negroes. The Negroes, for some odd reason, I don't know how we did that. We adopted them trying to create a pure race of clears and turn that into, oh, that must mean you black. That's not how that go. That don't go like that. Okay? So, with that being said, we got to stop with the one drop rule. Everybody ain't black. Some people are what we call mulatto. Y'all remember when Big Lotto came out? When Lotto came out and her name was Mulatto, and the black people was mad, talking about, oh, that's racist. That's right. No, it wasn't. That was her literal identity. She would, if she was born in them times, her race would be mulatto. That it's literally on the census. It's an actual race. It's an actual thing. That's how they were able to figure out who was pure Negro, who was pure clear, and who was pure and who was all jacked up. Remember I told y'all about remember I told y'all about that I watched this KKK rally and it tickled me pink. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny as fuck to me. Cause the man was over there talking about y'all gonna have these niggers coming to our schools, impregnating our girls, and making a whole bunch of mulatto babies. He said God don't make no mistakes. He said there's only two things on earth God never created. It was a donkey and a goddamn mulatto. And when he said it, it went over my head originally. But then when I went Google what a donkey was, it's a mixed breed animal. So I was like, oh my God, this, and then it became hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that's why her name was Mulatto, because she's a half breed. Are we tracking? Are we tracking? Yes, that is why her name was Mulatto when she came out. Black people took it as some sort of racism. I don't understand why they had called for this girl to change her name. Wooty woo girl. I'm just sitting over here saying, girl, black people, y'all is crazy. We gotta abolish the one drop rule. So look, yes, quadroons exist too. Quadroons exist too. Listen, y'all gotta understand, there are other races on Earth because of a lot of mixturing. But we have to, as black people, get rid of that one drop rule. It does not work for us, it works against us. Okay? So listen, let me give y'all the play. Let me give y'all the play. So what they did was they have us thinking all if they got a one drop rule, they black. That's what black people was thinking, right? Um, they had us it was the torch was supposed to be passed to brother Malcolm, but Malcolm woke up like something snapped in Malcolm, and Malcolm realized this shit ain't right. And when Malcolm began to speak about the situation, it put a wrench in the plans. Now, allegedly, I didn't say it. This is what they said. Remind you this. Allegedly, our dear brother, Honorable Mr. Minister Farrakhan, allegedly, listen to me and listen to me good, who also comes from a mixed race background. His mother was pure Indian. He said it. Listen to me. He said it, right? But he comes from a mixed race background. He wanted to be the next up, right? And then when he realized Malcolm was acting a fool, speaking against their so-called father, Elijah Muhammad, fucking girl, whatever. That's when allegedly they say the order was sent by the nation with approval from the capital letter people. Okay? Allegedly. But Malcolm X, the point of the story is Malcolm X was another mixed baby or mixed person who was supposed to adopt the ideals. Listen, he was supposed to adopt the ideals of the colonizer, because you got to remember this, and this is no shade. This is no shade. A lot of times with mixed babies who have a mixture of the colonizer in them, a lot of times they literally do adopt those ideals because that is in them. That's why I don't believe in that whole bullshit about you the seed of your father. That's a motherfucking lie. That is a lie. It takes two to tango. There's two people is genetic inside of you. There's no way you mean to tell me that a mother brings nothing to her child so much so that you just the seed of your father. That's some old biblical bullshit. Y'all got to get rid of that too. So why is this important? They use the mulattoes to trick us, and transplants to trick us, because they teach us that we are all the same. Everybody black. Marcus Garvey tried to do it. Hell, this nigga was trying to get us to go to Africa, and he ain't never been to motherfucking Africa. And this is the craziest part. I said it. I was like, this nigga come from Jamaica. What the fuck? Why he over here telling niggas in America to go to Africa? And the niggas in America was like, you done lost your motherfucking mind, you short stumpy bitch. We from here, nigga. We got land here. The fuck we look like? Can I answer a motherfucking motherland that you call allegedly is bull? You know what I'm saying? Like, you done lost your motherfucking. That what the Negroes were saying to Garvey. They didn't fuck with him. They didn't fuck with that little stubby bastard. He still would be considered mixed. She said if Malcolm's mom is half clear, half black, and his father's full black, wouldn't Malcolm be more black than clear? Is he still considered mixed? This is a genuine question. Yes, you're absolutely correct. He would be more black than clear, but he would still be considered mixed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Same with Louis Farrakhan. Okay. Yes, ma'am. He was just, it's no different from, remember we was talking about who that was we were talking about? Oh, Pat Mahomes. Remember how he's a half breed? He's half and half, but then he created babies with a clear woman. And remember I told y'all that means his children are more clear than Negro, because you see what I'm saying? It's almost like fucking 4 glasses of water or four quarts make a gallon type shit. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, you're absolutely right. But listen, um, most of them niggas was transplants. And because we are still in 2024 under the idea that all blacks are the same, and that if you have a one drop of black in you, you Negro, that's how we get jacked up. And that stuff was supposed to be utilized. Listen, all of your movements was utilized through the transplant and the mixed people. You see what I'm saying? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Hey. Good morning, Rochelle. But we got caught up. Quadroon, that's like when you mix with buku shit. I think like what, four different things? Paraphrasing, but you know what I mean? So like in Louisiana, they have a lot of people who would be mixed with like and remember, these aren't race. Sort of, it is. So, like in Louisiana, you might be Creole, but you might have French, Spanish, and Negro in you. You see what I'm saying? So, and again, if somebody could put the actual definition in for a quadroon, but a quadroon is a person mixed with a whole bunch of things. Yes, and listen, this is in no way teaching no sort of supremacy or no type of crazy shit like that. It's just that everybody has established their groups. Everybody has an Italian, yes. Everybody has established their groups, right? Everybody knows who they are. But because of the indoctrination that we've received through education and religion, listen to me and listen to me good. You guys like the video. Because of the indoctrination, the heavy, heavy indoctrination that we instilled, that has been instilled in us from education and religion. And I say this all the time. Religion and God don't have to be synonymous. The Most High God does not reside in any of your buildings. I don't care what religion you is. The Most High God does not reside in any of those religions. If you want me to be completely honest and mess your head up, um, thank you, Tisha. If you want me to be completely honest, it ain't in none of your books neither. I know people put it together. I know. He ain't in there. Yes, y'all got it. A quadroon is one for a black, African black, and thus easily classed as a black in the United States. Yet three of this person's grandparents, four grandparents are white. And octoroon has seven white grandparents. So, okay, boom. So the way it works is, to give y'all in layman terms. So if you have four races, but one of them is black, you was automatically a quadroon. Remember that one drop rule. Remember the one drop rule. Remember the one drop rule. Remember the one drop rule. It wasn't to say who was black. It was to say who wasn't 100% pure clear. So they come up with all of these doggone words to not to say, hey, you just straight up black. It was literally to say you ain't 100% clear. That's what that was about. That's what that was about. And it goes through immediate generations. So for instance, like if your grandmother on your mama's side and your grandfather on your mama's side was clear, let's say he was, yeah, a clear American white man, and then the grandmother was a black man, but then on your daddy's side he mixed with two other clear, or anything that's three quarters something else and one quarter African, you was considered a quadroon. You get it? But again, that has nothing to do with science. That's a social thing. That's a social situation. That's for them to know who ain't 100% clear. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But what I'm saying that to say is, you guys, Malcolm X was supposed to carry the torch that if Malcolm X never ventured away from what was going on, from the agenda, he would be the Louis Farrakhan of today. But just to, knock your head across the washing machine and dry with this. The Louis Farrakhan, he's in bed with the Scientology people and the powers that be. I understand he's a wonderful speaker. I think he does great job speaking, but he ain't no different than a two-bit hustler TD Jakes. I'm just telling y'all now. That's the part people don't be wanting to hear. But that's just the facts. Okay? Now, good brother, but I'm just telling y'all. That's what he is. I gotta be honest with these things. Remember, I told y'all we gotta have the uncomfortable conversation. Okay. Also, I found out through some research. Back in the South, there was a guy in Philadelphia, half and half in Philadelphia. They were basically, this how a lot of people lost their lands in the South. A lot of them were ran out by KKK and a lot of people, a lot of clear supremacists who wanted them out and wanted them off their land. And there was a half and half in Philadelphia who was offering them leases in his project, what we would call a project today, in return for their land. And people were so afraid of their lives, they would leave their land, vacate the land. And this man inherited a whole crap ton of black people land in the South. Listen to me and listen to me good. This was in Philadelphia. What does this mean? If you are a Philly native, right, and you can trace your ancestry back to the South, you probably got land down here, Faye. And again, it ain't just Philly. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting that, even though what we do is wrong. I'm just getting y'all together, letting y'all know. All y'all Negroes up there from Philly, If you could trace your ancestry back to the South, you probably got land down here, baby. Some of y'all indigenous to Philly, but you probably got land down here. I'm just telling you now. Do with that information as you please. You feel me? Do with that information as you please. They still do it. They have properties owned down here by people from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Oh yes, listen, it wasn't just Philly. It wasn't just Philly. It was a lot of places. Y'all, a lot of y'all have ancestry from the South. Y'all need to look into it. I'm just telling you. Just look into it. Just look into it. Now, let's talk about some of these topics we talking about. Yeah, Philly needed this meet, didn't they? Girl, Philly been down. Girl, they needed this type of information, girl. O.C. O'Brien. Oh, I know what you meant, Brian. 5280. I know what you meant. I didn't mean to disrespect the dead. I didn't mean laugh. I mean disrespect the dead. Yeah, no. I know what you understand. I know what you were saying. You could, boo boo. Yes, the indigenous people were black, not African. Y'all need to tell y'all, hey, tell a friend. No, don't tell a friend. Tell your motherfucking kids. They was able to change a whole generation. And we gonna talk about generations too. Speaking of generations, they were able to literally redirect the trajectory of a whole nation of people through the kids. Talk to your kids. Talk to your kids, please. They use your kids to push agendas. Talk to educate your kids. Some of these old folk, they say you can't teach a old dog new tricks. Let them be. Talk to these kids. I'm pushing y'all. Speak to y'all kids. Give your real history to them kids. Don't let them kids go to school and let them folks say, "Oh, you from Africa? You a slave? You come from huts in Africa?" No, talk to your kids, okay? That's what I encourage everybody on here to do. Talk to your kids. You can't. And some of these kids, and we're gonna talk about that. Speaking of, let's get into the topic. So one of these things we want to talk about is this generation and how it's basically set up for failure. And it's gonna be basically be the generation that screws us all over. But it ain't just their fault. It was generations coming too. Then we gonna talk about this tired ass twerk challenge that I'm tired of. We're gonna talk about these rap beefs that become distractions. We're gonna talk about voting conspiracies, and we're gonna talk about the media, right? And let me say this. Let's start with let's start with the kids. Let's start with the medium. You know what white people know in the workplace pick a certain black yes, put people in position of visibility to promote. Maybe they're complying to the agenda you're talking about. Yes. Listen to me. None of this is happening without the help of your fellow Negro. Are y'all tracking that? None of this exists or happens without the help of your fellow Negro. Yes, some Negroes, I don't know if they do it out of a sense of wanting to be, survival, or I don't know what it is. But yes, they do conform. Yes, they do. And them clears are very observative. That's what they do. They observe. And what they do is they've been observing us for centuries. And what they do is they watch and they see which one of these little nigglets is gonna go fall in line. And they find them, they see them from Lil. And I don't mean Lil as an age, I mean from the beginning, and they watch and they watch and they watch and they say, that's the one. That's why some of y'all working on jobs. I know I am working on jobs where they promote one of the Negroes and them niggas act worse than the doggone the boss. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's an absolutely real thing. Without a doubt. But let's get into what we gonna get into first. What I say we're gonna get into. Let's get into people waking up, y'all. We waking up. We waking up, y'all. And this twerk challenge bullshit is a distraction. Why is this important? Why in the fuck would Megan just jump off the porch with this motherfucking twerk challenge? Now all the hoes with silicone asses is all they doing is shaking their raggedy ass. I'm tired. Black women, we have degraded ourselves so much so then, and this is the worst about black women. I'm talking to black women on this one. Black women, we have we have reduced and deduced ourselves down to less than a fucking peon. We have. We really have. We are worth nothing but our bodies at this point. It's ridiculous. It's and Megan was paid and chosen in this position to do just what she is doing. Create distractions. Shake your ass. Get everybody else to shake their ass. We are nothing as black women. Girl, just 10 years ago, we was, girl, they had pictures of you. You Google a black woman, you saw a cap and gown, you saw a mother, you saw a businesswoman just 10 years ago. Now, girl, you Google a black woman, you're gonna see ratchet culture, twerking, bullshit. And my problem is enough of us are not saying enough about it. You see what I'm saying? Brown Sugar says, I went through my 13-year-old son's phone and found videos of little girls doing the Meg challenge. He's in seventh grade. The babies have lost their innocence. And guess what? Unfortunately, no, 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 no. That's what we not gonna do. See, this right here, and I know you don't probably mean no harm by it, so don't feel like I'm going in on you. I'm not, but I just want to use this as an example. Nails by Monique. We have to stop that. Yes, you too, chicky chick. You have to stop that. You have to stop that. Black women, y'all, we always want to point the finger at everybody else, but never want to just start with the woman in the mirror. I'm talking about black women. I don't give a mother pluck what a clear person do, what a half it. I don't give a good goddamn what the skim milks do. I don't give a good goddamn with none of the other milk people do. I'm talking about black women. Keep it where we at. See, we venturing off. You know what it feels like? Y'all ever drive down the interstate? And when you like fall asleep or whatever, you hit that little thing on the side of the road, they go da, 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 and they shake your car to wake you up. Yeah, you hitting that thing. You hitting that little guard thing on the side of the road, the little thing on the ground. That's what we doing. No, 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 no. Stay here. Stay here. Stay right here. We gotta deal with us. I don't give a good goddamn what them people do. Because if we were smart, if black women were smart, you have the influence. If black women were smart, you would create something to damage their culture, not yours. You get it? And again, this is not me going off on nobody. This is just us having to look at the uncomfortable truth. We gotta call the baby ugly. We gotta call the baby ugly, y'all. And I know it's sad, it hurt. Black women, we got enough shit going on. We got enough people on us, and that's why we quick to defend shit because we been like, damn, bitch, like fuck, you piling it on, bitch. I gotta deal with it. I understand. Trust me, I understand. We got to stay here on us. The only way we can fix this shit is if we deal with us. My daughter's 22, boo, and she deflects to another race when I talk about black people. I always say, I'm only talking about us, though, baby. That's what I'm saying. And it ain't just 22-year-olds. They got older women do that. If we were smart, we would create something to fuck up they shit. But we create shit to fuck up our own. Our babies are singing sexy red. Shake that ass over. Make that coochie. But you got 4, 5-year-old baby talking about making that coochie breed. And I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit about, well, back in the day, I sung R. Kelly, it seems like you're ready. R. Kelly wasn't on there saying I'm about to go smash a 14-year-old. They even had enough common sense. They even had enough something within them to say, I'ma say it, but at least let me cover it up so the young ones don't hear it and think, you know what I mean? And understand it's for adults only. It was almost like talking in code. That's what they were doing. But these people today, like somebody said, bring back shame. They have no fucking shame. I don't even think we should patent it and make money off of it. I don't even think we should do that. Because money ain't gonna fix the problem. We need to if we're going to do we have to find some sort of barrier, some sort of something that to protect our children. We don't give a fuck about our kids. Black women don't love their children. I'm not saying you personally, whoever on here, and I'm not saying again, if you love your child, I love my child. So when I say this, I know it don't include me. But as a collective, black women do not love their children, baby. Black women don't love their kids. Unfortunately, we don't love our kids. That's a hard truth. I know black women, you a lie. I go to work. No, 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 no. We don't love them. No, no, no. We don't love them. When you love something, love is an action. It's not a word. When you love something, you protect it. You take care of it. That's what you do when you love something. We don't love our kids. We don't love our kids. The things that we expose our children to at young ages without a care tells me black women as a collective, it's fine if I lose you, baby. I hope you find me back. I hope I find you again somewhere. That's fine. I know I'm going to lose a lot of people. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's okay if I lose you, baby. It's all right. I'm going to find you again. Don't worry about it. I'm speaking on the collective. I'm not speaking on the person. So if it's not you, don't take offense. Please. I'm not, because I don't take offense to it when I say it, because I love my motherfucking child. I protect mine. So I don't take it as, when I'm saying black women as a collective, I mean, if you put all black women in a bowl, would a large majority of them right now in 2024, would the large majority of them display love for their children, or would the large majority not? And this is where I'm saying, the large majority won't, baby. The large majority won't. Love is not a word, it is an action. See, we so hung up on the way we feel in 2024. Oh my God, it's sickening. It's going to kill us. It's literally going to wipe us out. It's literally going to wipe us out. Stop. Who cares about how you feel? Love is an action. Somebody who loves you, you can see it. It materializes. It ain't I love you. Y'all know, I'll give you an example. Y'all know how y'all ever been with a cheating ass nigga? I have. And every time you catch that nigga cheating, when you catch him and say you're gonna leave, what the first thing he say? But I love you, babe. I love you. I love you. Please don't go. Please don't leave me, baby. Please. Remember they say that? And then you be saying, how the fuck you love me if you keep cheating on me? I'm giving you the prime example. Please, 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 I love you, babe. You can't love me. You can't love me if you keep cheating on me. Doesn't that show you that love is an action, not a word? Because you hear him saying it, but his actions don't line up to what he's saying. Take that scenario and put it in the majority, not majority, the collective of black women today. They say they love their children, and they think materializing it means buying them clothes, getting them new shoes, getting them the latest cars, spending $15,000 on a prime. That ain't love. That ain't love. Love is protection. Oh no, they got ass shaking over here. Let me now my kids can't come. Oh no, they selling drugs over there. I don't want my child over there. Oh no, let me protect my child from this crazy person. That's love. That's love. It ain't buying a motherfucking thing. Rich people buy their children everything they need, and they still grow up and want to pop them upside the head. A lot of them do. Money does not equate to love. I know people, oh, my love language is gifts. So what I do is I buy this. No, girl, don't let that Brad and Judy shit fool you. Just because Brad and Judy buying gifts, well, Judy for the most part, buying expensive push gifts and all that, that don't equate to love. How they used to say, it ain't tricking if you got it. That means all the feeling comes out of it when you have it. I couldn't stand growing up in my mama house when I was younger. I hated it. We were Jehovah Witness. It was strict. Oh, I hated it. I remember saying, I can't wait to get older. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna be strict to my kids. Wooty wooty woot. Man, as a 41-year-old woman, I thank the Lord I had the parents I had. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I listened to stories from other people, and listen, that was that love. That was that protection. You see what I'm saying? Love is an action. It is not a word. Get out your feelings and get into reality, people. Get out your feelings and get into reality. As a collective, black women don't love their kids. If they did, they wouldn't dare let their children listen to some motherfucking sexy red saying, let that coochie breathe. They wouldn't dare let their 4, 5-year-old child listen to that. Cardi don't let hers listen to it, and she the one made WAP. Am I lying? Somebody stop me when I start lying. Cardi made WAP and had your children going WAP, WAP, WAP. But when they asked her, hey girl, you let culture listen? Oh hell no, no, no indeed. I do you one better. The dude who on TikTok, the dude who on TikTok, he made the kids be able to have TikTok in America, but they can't have TikTok where he from. They asked him, do your children have TikTok? Oh hell no. So why are you giving it to the children in America? Because they want it. Are you tracking? That's love. When you love something, you protect it. Black women don't protect their kids, and protecting their kids don't mean I go to jail behind mine. Oh yeah, see, children is off limits. Once you say something about kids, I'm dying behind mine. That's not love. That's bullshit. That's ratchet, dumb, stupid, ignorant bullshit. Because you're gonna take yourself away from your child. Then who gonna raise your child? Duck, duck, goose. You ready to crash out because of what a nigga said about your motherfucking child. Now you love your child so much. Who gonna take care of your child while you either dead or in jail? Duck, duck, goose. That ain't love. But see, we condition to think it's love because, oh, yeah, well, no, because one thing about it, my mama will fight behind us. Or one thing about it, I'm fighting behind my child. Who mine? She say something, bitch. She said something about my child. Well, children are off limits, bitch. I'm crashing out. When Erica flipped the table and was trying to fight Spice. Oh, see, I understand because children is off limits. Girl, what? Get out your feelings and get into reality. The reality is what Spice said was true. Your son don't like you. Bitch, you need to fight that. You need to swing on that. Swing on that. Windmill. That's where you need to be windmilling on that situation. Why does my son not like me? And you know it was true because a reaction rang true to it. Can we talk? Are we talking? What we doing? What we doing this morning? It's Friday. We're gonna do an educational morning Joe's and an educational Friday. You feel me? You feel me? It had to be true. You know how I know it was true? Her reaction. And instead of windmilling on the reaction, she windmilled on the action. I'm sorry, she windmilled on Spice. Now they done had the fight. How does that help her relationship with her son? You get it? Black women as a collective. If it's not you, trust me, I'm not talking to nobody specifically. I don't know y'all. As a collective, we don't love our children. Because if we did, we would protect them from certain things. And there's a lot of things we do not protect our children from. Love is not a word, love is an action. Okay? Yes, black women are very focused on they all they care about is they nigga and running the streets. I'm telling you, I psychoanalyze this shit all the time. I say maybe I think this what it is. This my generation of mamas, we had children too early. Cause I know I had mine at 19 too. And we still look young at our age. So I think we really be trying to like live that childhood that we missed because we had children real early. And within that, we fucking say fuck the kids. And feel like because we provide a roof or we go get all these jobs, we don't never see the motherfucking kids, but we got buku money, we go on Instagram, we show our houses, we show our cars, we show our children going on vacation and do 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 do. And we equate that to, oh, I do love my kids. I go to work. When the last time you talked to your kid? Have you ever asked your kid, do they feel like you love them? But I tell my child I love them. But do your child feel that you love them? That's been like that for generations. Mom's been jealous of their daughters. I hated going on family vacations every year with my mom and daddy. I fucking hated it. Oh my God, I hated it. I hated it. But a family vacation is uber important. It is extremely imperative because you know why? You get to actually sit. See, I grew up before social media and phones and all of that. So you get to sit down and actually be with your kids. Talk to your kids. Like I said, black women as a collective, we don't love our kids. Because if we did, they would not be subjected to the shit that they are. Don't say, and I don't want to hear black women say, well, the black men don't protect the black woman. I already told y'all that. Stop looking for something that they can't give you, bro. They can't get that to you. If they could, they would. Trust me. You are the first line of protection for your kids. Unfortunately, you don't have it like the clears. It ain't my fault. It's just the fucking reality, black women. It's the reality. It sucks. It hurts. It make you want to cry. It make you want to punch some shit. It make you want to go fight a bitch. I understand. I share every single sentiment with you. I share them all. I promise you on my dear brother and sister, I share all of it with you. But after we go over that emotion, we still got to deal with reality. The reality is you are the first line of defense and the first line of protection for you and your kids. Period. Damn, man. Crazy. But we can change it. It takes like-minded people to come around and say, you know what? You and I think alike. I don't appreciate this. Let's form groups. And I don't mean like literal groups. Like it could just be communities. That's what I mean. Let's form communities to where we share like-minded things. And again, with all families and all shit, there's always gonna be some bullshit. There's always gonna be some drama. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why I typically wouldn't add men into that type of mix. I'm talking about a group of women who support each other. Yes, a village. A group of women who gonna support each other and make sure everybody all right. That's what we need. So I ran across this video with Charleston White. There's more of us than we think, Misha. We just gotta seek like-minded people. It's more of us than we think. Listen, Charleston White did this video. I want to share this with y'all. Tell me what y'all, and then we're gonna talk about it after this. Hold on.
This is the generation of people who our grandmothers and our mothers warned us about. That they won't really pray and know God, that they're going to be idol worshipers. This youth generation will not, cannot, and does not have a message. Their ears are closed to anything that they don't idolize. They don't listen to their parents. They don't listen to the teachers. They don't listen to the coaches. They only listen to what they idol, and that's a rapper. So this generation will not have a message of young people. They will not have a message. They will not have a messenger. They will be destroyed. This group here, that's why you see 10-year-old kids dying. That's why if you look at the death toll and you look at the youth murders, that's why you see old niggas ain't killing each other. Old people aren't dying of old age right now. They're living. We're outliving our youth. We're going to spend the next 20 years watching young people die like we did in the 90s, so we can purge and cleanse a new generation of people.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
We fed hate to this group of kids. This group don't know love. This group don't know loyalty. And you can't develop those concepts in such a time of turmoil.
Tisha says, I don't know how I feel about Charleston. He be speaking truth, but damn, it's hard to swallow, and he relishes in his hatred delivery. This is the best I've heard him speak with empathy. You know, I understand that sentiment because it gets lost when people have antics behind them. So I understand that sentiment. But this is what I've learned to do. I've learned to separate the messenger sometimes from the message. Because a lot of times, you ever heard the phrase right message, wrong messenger? He might be the wrong messenger for some of you guys, right? But it seems like every time somebody don't agree with your chat, get to jumping on that one person, which is weird to me when we all grown. So what group I'ma be in, LOL, because I fight back. Who jumping on who? Who jumping on who? Let me know, Lil. Y'all don't be jumping on people. Let me say this, y'all. Y'all got to start opening your ears and closing your hearts. That man said everything true. That man said he didn't lie about nothing. So when you hear truth, close your eyes. Imagine it's somebody else, but listen, take it in, you know? And what he said was true. No, but TD, he has practiced what he preached. He has. He has. Let's separate. Let's really quickly. Let's get out our feelings, all of us, and let's get into reality. In reality, Charleston White has done more for Black youth than anybody in celebrity. Let's get into facts. I'm talking about in real life, not social media. Take that out. In reality, Charleston White has done more for the Black youth than any other person that I know, that you know. I'm talking about people with money, with foundations. All your celebrities go give to the African children. They don't do nothing over here. Go Google it. Go Google it. Go Google it. We Google everything else. We Google how to go do this. Go Google it. But this is the problem. This is the problem, Dynasty. So let's say he's just the worst person on earth. What does that have to do with what he said? Just out of curiosity. How does that affect the message? How does that affect the truth? If you didn't agree with what he just said, TD, then this conversation over your head, baby. I'm sorry. If you didn't agree with what he just said, what I just played, then you got to come back you got to go to the dollhouse. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like this space might be a little bit too deep. You can go to the dollhouse though. If you didn't agree with nothing he just said, or if you didn't understand, at least not even agree, if you didn't understand what he just said, then yeah, you might need to go to the doghouse. This over here, this a different platform. This is a different platform. This is a different platform. And no shade, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, what he said was our youth don't value anything. They don't listen. They are idol worshippers. How many times do I get on here talking to y'all about idol worshippers? How many times do I get on here? They don't believe in God. How many times do I get on here and talk about idol worshippers? They got Christianimals literally going around taking people pages down. They got Beyonce, the Beehive people. They will unalive you. They have no morals, no values. He's right. Just take away the voice and look around left to right in your community. And I don't mean your neighborhood. When I say your community, I mean the people who look like you. Go online. He didn't lie. Take your feelings off of it and think about what he said. He also said the adults are outliving the kids. I just buried my 19-year-old nephew this time last year. When I was young, the kids didn't die like that. The kids didn't die like that when I was young. I'm not saying kids didn't die, but kids were not. When I was younger, you know who died? The drug dealers. That's who got shot and killed. When in the 90s, the drug dealers got shot and killed, not the regular kids, not just the random. We burying our children every freaking day. So much so we done come immune to it. We literally immune to burying our kids. So when somebody say the adults are outliving the kids, that go over our head. All we worried about, but I don't like Charleston White. Did you hear what this nigga said? We are burying our kids. The adults are outliving the kids. All that went over people's head because you don't like Charleston White. Oh, girl. See what I mean? Y'all see what I mean? It's I ain't gonna lie, but yo, my people are sick. I weep for y'all. I weep for us. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna share something personal with y'all. So if y'all don't know, my mama like associates with one of the Hebrew Israelites. I don't fucking know. She deals with them. I personally don't like them niggas. Y'all know how I feel. I can't stand them niggas. I promote call the police on them niggas when you see them because they all felons. But this is where I struggle. I listen to a lot of times how my mama talk about how we the chosen people of the book and we gonna rule and woot the woot the woot woot the woot the woot. And then I look to my left and I look to my right and I'm sitting here saying, these the people? No cap. Like I what she be telling me and what I'm looking at, it don't go together for me. So I struggle with that when you could just be so clear and concise and be like, yo, hey, if you don't believe me, just take a look. And people won't even take the look simply because they don't like the person. Oh my God. I'm scared for us. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. And this the worst part. We be the same ones talking about how we oppressed by the clears. When the majority of our situations that we in right now, a lot, I ain't gonna say the majority, a lot of the situations that we are in right now are self-inflicted. I get it. There's a machine pushing this, that, and the third. Girl, they could push that shit till the cows come home. If you didn't want to have it done, you would excommunicate yourself from it. What do I mean? The Vietnamese in New Orleans, when they started seeing them folk push that agenda into their churn, the Vietnamese, guess what they did? Open the school. Cause see, they love their kids. And what they said was, I'll be damned if you feed my child alphabet soup every day. Hell no. And guess what they did? Created a fucking program and an institution. They came together as a community first. Then they created an institution to say, oh no, 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 no. That's love. That's love. So he said something very powerful when he said the kids, the adults are outliving the kids. Y'all okay with our kids just dying? Like, that's what we doing? All because we don't care about the person who said it? So we just not going to address it. We just going to leave that hanging in the balance because we don't like the person who said it. mm That's crazy. Oh, Lord. Listen, I know it hurt. I know it sucks. I know it sucks. Trust me. Let me give you an example. I know it hurts, y'all. I know it make you want to punch the air because I want to punch the air too, hearing this stupid ass shit. But it is what it is. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you a prime example. Let me show you a prime example. And again, I know this is one person. I get it. But I want to show you something. Look at that. Y'all see that? Houston teacher arrested and accused of recruiting students for her son for prostitution, offering them a place to live, and also negotiated paying the three teens on Zelle for their services. Now, I know. That's not me. That ain't me. I never do that. I get it. I know you won't. But this is more common than you think. She got a 22-year-old son, and she's sex trafficking teen girls to please her son. Children. And apparently there are children who are lost or who don't have parents because she's offering them a place to stay. There's so many layers to the neglect in this story. It's ridiculous. Black women as a collective do not love our children. As it's not you, if it's not you, I get it. But as a collective, black women don't love our children. How many black women we done seen recently getting caught up with sleeping with them kids at the school? How many black women you scrolling on Instagram or your Facebook? They got their BBLs or they on vacation. You hardly ever see them with their churn. But if you do see them with their churn, it's performative online. Oh, me and the kids going shopping. Oh, getting our hair done. I spent $750 on a hair done. Oh, yeah, my baby got taking a picture with the Louis, the Gucci. How often you really see people, black women, buying with their kids? Y'all heard about the mama who helped her son, who told her son to kill the baby mama and helped them do the text message? Y'all remember that? This is a problem. While I agree to an extent, everybody is not going to die old and you're not going to die before you're supposed to. But I'm into the occult and I believe in soul contracts, but I'm open. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But I think the only pushback I would give on that is you can speed up your own demise. You see what I'm saying? You can speed up your own demise. What do I mean? If you dibble and dabble in a lifestyle where people normally die, you're speeding up your own demise. Like that's a choice to dibble in a lifestyle that could possibly speed up your demise. That's the only. So I feel like we have some control over it. I don't think that we have zero control. You know how they say, "Oh, when God call your number." I think we have some control over our exit date. Not all of us, but some of us who do. I think some of us have some control. That's the only pushback that I get. But I see what you're saying, Sade. I see what you're saying. The first thing we need to do as a people, the first thing we need to do as a people, we need to come out of that indoctrination, man. We got to. Let me move on really quickly. Distractions. All these niggas online, all these rap beef distractions. I hate that I even fucking broadcast on Young Miami and JT. They are all created distractions. These puppets are on at work. You got young NBA young boy, I think, beefing with the fat nigga who shaped like a bitch. Finesse 2 times, is that his name? They beefing. That's all distractions. What is a Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite? Niggas who think they are the chosen people of the Bible. That's what they is. Niggas. Most of the men are degenerate. Let's start there first. A lot of them are felons, but they believe that they are the people of the chosen people of the book, which I believe to an extent. But the problem is they weaponize it. That's the problem I have with the Hebrew Israelites, the skirts. They weaponize that shit. You got one camp over here saying as soon as a girl gets her menstrual, you should be able to take her. They got that camp also around there saying, oh, you could R word women and woot the woot. Then you got another camp saying we gonna be in control, and it's a whole bunch of ex-cons and fellas. Girl, get them from around me, please. Get them from around me, please. But that's the Hebrew Israelite. A bunch of lost ass niggas is what I believe. But my mama, she subscribed to that bullshit. I don't. Anyways, oh, it's another patriarchal society as well too. Moving on, oh, let me show y'all this. Yeah, y'all gotta come out them religions. Y'all gotta come out them religions. If y'all gotta come out them religions in them schoolhouses. I'm telling y'all now. I know y'all need, and I don't mean when I say come out the schoolhouse. You need the schoolhouse because you gotta get jobs. Y'all gotta be able to go there, be able to pass that test, and understand what you're doing, but not apply that shit to real life because they lying to you. Okay, they lying to you. But I wanted to show y'all this. Hold on. Y'all remember that football player I told y'all about? Who they said he was missing from a car crash? They couldn't find him. The nigga done turned himself in. Kansas City Chief wide receiver Rashee Rice says he takes full responsibility for his part in Dallas car crash that injured 4 people. This nigga literally had a car wreck and just fled the scene. I said he had to be drinking or something. That's the only thing I could see. He had to be drinking. Because why would you run if it was an actual regular, Hell yeah, Tisha, call the police on them niggas. You know how I feel. Matter of fact, have your emergency 911 on speed dial when you see them niggas. Yeah, it was him. He done turned himself in. He done turned himself in. That nigga must have been drunk. Well, it took him a long time to turn himself in. They say he got buku felonies and all of that. Y'all, we got to talk about Trump one more time. I do it. I do it. I do it. All the political people on here, I know y'all gonna get mad. I know it. I know it. I do it. But I gotta say this point. Let me show you how crazy black people is. First and foremost, the fact that you listen to a nigga that say bust it, baby, about politics is enough for me. Plies takes to his social media because he's a puppet as well. And he says, dear Black America, especially men, if Trump can win you over with milkshakes, chicken, or gold shoes, you just as slow as he thought you was. God bless. This is Plies. This is Plies. Again, I don't vote, so I don't have a dog in the fight. I leave that up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't vote. I don't vote. Before I say this, and don't get my comments about you're part of the problem, voodoo. That's why we can't move ahead because you're not voting. Your vote counts. Girl, please. I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. Okay? Now, before we get into it, I just have a question to the left people, the Democrats, because these would be the Republicans, right? I have a question to the Democrats. We kind of spoke about this a little bit on yesterday as well. Y'all ever heard of that phrase, the pot calling the kettle? Y'all ever heard of that? Y'all ever heard of that? See, look, a vote for Trump is a vote to get rid of women's rights. See? So Plies is under the assumption that because Trump went to Chick-fil-A and put out a pair of gold tennis shoes, that's what's gotten people to vote for him. The left think that. Yet and still, wasn't Biden in the hood at a black person's house eating fried chicken, talking to the kids? Now, if that ain't symbolism, I don't know what the fuck is. Think about it. Think about it. Wasn't Biden in the hood eating fried chicken with a Negro child? What's the shit that they be saying black people is? Didn't they say we like fried chicken and watermelon? I'm just asking, because again, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't give a damn about none of these clear people. I don't think none of them is our savior. I'm just telling you, I'm just asking a question. What about him going in the chicken in the hood eating fried chicken with a Negro child? And grape soda. I didn't see that part. Yup, Hillary said she keep the hot sauce in her. So why is this important to the Negro leftists, the Negro Democrats? Negro Democrats. This is the question I be wanting to ask y'all. How y'all gonna sit up there and feel like, oh, they stupid when I ain't gonna lie, can we talk? From a person who don't vote at all, if I had to choose, if I had to in 2024, first of all, I wouldn't be 100% no side. Let's just start there first. But if I had to choose, if they put a gun in my head and say you gotta vote, there's no way on God's green earth I would vote for Crime Bill Joe. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it had nothing to do with the fried chicken in the hood, and it don't have nothing to do with Trump over there at the doggone Chick-fil-A. You know what it has everything to do with? You know what it has everything to do with? What I've experienced, what I've seen. The fear that y'all put on Trump is what you actually are going through with Biden. And because he's sugarcoated, y'all don't even see it. Now, I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, that Biden is always wrong, because the abortion thing, that shouldn't have been a thing. That is a right-wing policy. I don't agree with that. That's why I say I could never be on one of the sides. You know what I'm saying? But just American, not even talking about Negroes, just Americans, period. Girl, we fucked up under this man. We fucked up under this man. How much y'all pay for gas? Drop the gas prices in your hood right now, in your neighborhood. Cause I tell you right now, mine. I think the last time I pumped gas, which I need some now, was like $3.19 in Georgia. $3.19. Hell, at one time the shit was up to damn near $5, and you have to get gas. You have to get gas. See. I don't care about none of that ugly shit. You have to get gas. You gotta go. You gotta get gas. So that's something you have to do. Let's go here. What about the food prices? What about the contamination of the food? Also, speaking of the contamination of the food, you guys, if y'all over there buying vegetables from the grocery store, please wash your vegetables before you eat them. I normally wash mine before I put them in my refrigerator. Please wash your vegetables before you eat them. They spraying that shit with bacteria and all type of shit that'll kill you, girl. Please, if you're buying vegetables from the grocery store, you know how they spray. You think there's just water to keep the vegetables wet? No, girl, they trying to kill you. Wash your shit before you eat it, please. Please. And we haven't even gotten here, S. Rose. How many Negroes was protesting in Chicago because all their tax dollars is going to the so-called migrants? Just out of curiosity. Aren't we going through a migrant crisis in the black neighborhood? Not the clear one, in the black neighborhood all over America? Are we not? I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. So with that being said, if you are now if you were middle class before this, you probably lower middle class to maybe even in the poor section now. Because you literally can't afford nothing. I live by myself. It's just me and Saint in a 5-bedroom, 3-story house. I'm telling you now. And I went to the store the other day and spent $100, and I had like 6, 7 things. So I know what y'all spending on them, sure. Then on top of that, you gonna take my tax money. Black people haven't been reparated for all the shit that we done been through, and now I gotta pay for an illegal immigrant to spit in my face and tell me F me? And you telling me that we should do 4 more years just from the money? Fuck the feeling. I'm talking about just the money portion. And you telling me we should do 4 more years of this? Why? Because your family said you vote blue no matter who? Black people, let them people vote for Trump. Black people, unhand them.
Yeah. Hey,
You get your fucking hands off me.
Black people, unhand these black people who want something different because they looking around at their conditions and say we can't do it no more. Unhand them, black people, unhand them.
hey.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Okay? Y'all can't do that now. Y'all can't do that. Let them people live. They don't like living like that. They don't like living pillar to post and check to check. They want to live. They believe that under this orange motherfucker, they can get a little bit better. They can get some of these illegals out here. Maybe their taxes won't be so. Let them people listen. The old song say, "Let my people go." In 2024, the remix is this.
Yeah.
Hey.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Let them people do what they want. Now, again, I don't vote. I don't give a damn what y'all do. Okay? But black people, stop trying to gatekeep that shit. Y'all wrong. Y'all can't do that now. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all wrong. Y'all got to stop with all of that. Y'all got to stop. I tell you what he said. Well, this is what he said. I don't know. This is what he said, JM. And I believe I'm with you. We really don't need to be voting for none of these Negroes. If you ask me, I think but we ain't even there, girl. We ain't nowhere near. We need to have our own political party, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you got to watch the Negroes in charge of that, girl. I don't trust no politicians. None. Not none. Let's start there first. But he's at the very least, one of the biggest issues in the black community right now is the illegal migrants. Y'all know how you feel about the migrants. So even if he don't do none of the other shit he say, if he get the migrants up out of here, and my money come back in my pocket, and I'm not taking care of a whole group of people who gonna grow up to be clears that hate me and colonize me like the people before them, I vote for them. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't vote. You know what I'm saying? So at the very surface of it all, that right there would get my vote if I were to vote. If I were to vote, just off of him getting them up out of here and putting in not the literal wall, but the idea of you can't just come to America and use the people's tax dollars to take it. That right there, in my opinion, if I were to vote, I would do that. I would vote for him so that he can get them up out of here. Just off of that. If he did that, he's done more for black people than any other president in history. Because let me tell you this, while we sitting up here hollering, keep voting this, keep voting that, keep voting this, keep voting that, them people sell you up the river every 4 years. Every 4 years. And every 4 years, y'all fall for it. It's like a circle. And then the next day after they have y'all crying, because they did it to me, they be right back to the fuckery saying, fuck y'all. Scammer told y'all, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Anything that I do for black people will benefit all people. Let's be clear. I'm just saying, you got to vote for what's best for you. That's why the other people votes work and yours don't. Because we vote with feelings. Well, most people do. I ain't gonna lie. Most people vote with feelings. But they still at least vote with their interest for the most part. Black people, we just vote because, oh my God, the media said he hate black people. Oh no, 4 years under Trump, we going to slavery. Oh Lord, please, no, we can't vote for Trump. The orange man gonna put us in slavery. Remember all that shit they did when he ran against who that was, Hillary, and they was playing all the old. Look how the media trick y'all. They had all the old videos of people sitting down at the lunch counters, the clears with the water hoses in the 60s. Girl, they had us scared, girl. We was terrified. We was terrified. Girl, when Trump got into office, niggas was scared, girl. I went to work, girl. The people were saying, I don't know what we gonna do, girl. We going to slavery, girl. And I was saying, for real. They said, yeah, bitch, Trump the president, girl. He putting us in slavery. And sure as shit, we went through 4 years and we was actually all right. It's all right. Stop letting them people play with y'all. Okay? You guys like the video. Like the video, you guys. When Biden got in office, I said it was over. I was so disappointed in us. It really opened my eyes to how emotional we are instead of logical. My people, my people. I'm telling you, you know who did it for me? Barack. That nigga scarred me for life. Barack Obama, oh yeah. Scarred me for life, girl. Had me crying down there in the French quarters watching him and Michelle dance to Beyonce singing Etta James song while Etta James had cussed her the fuck out as she should. Michelle and Barack. I tell you what, Etta said I might be on my way out the door, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I got to say. Cuss their ass the fuck. I had me crying down there. But I know a change gonna come. I was so hopeful. And girl, soon thereafter realized I was played. That's when I figured it out. And that was my first and last time, but I've never voted ever since. Never voted ever since. Yep. Oh, and that's another thing. If you're trying to buy a house, girl, the damn interest rate gonna cost you more than a house. I'm just saying. But I just want to say that part, girl. Don't listen to no motherfucking plies. He's a media puppet. They telling him what to do and he's regurgitating it, okay? I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. Girl, a lot of people died, girl. He was actually right. I'm glad you brought that up. He was right. Y'all know the CDC just came out and said that they was wrong and we were right, right? About the Rona and the vaccine. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? The CDC just came out. Go Google it. Go look it up. The CDC just came out and said that they lied just to get you waxed up. So when Trump came and said it ain't real, I know he ignorant motherfucker. So if people was like, how the fuck it ain't real and I'm watching people die? No, it's real. But what he's saying was the way they putting it out to the media is cap. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. Oh, not to mention, not only did they come out with the fact that it was all cap for the vaccine, not only did they mention, yes, they did. Yes, ma'am. Yes, they did. Not only did they mention that it was all capped for the vaccine, it also came out that most of the people who they say died from this the stuff, fat fingered, lies. There's a doctor who literally said that when he would get people into the coroner's office, they would tell him, hey, put down the cause of death as the stuff, right? And he said no. He said they said, well, why? He said because it's not the actual cause. It could be a what did he call it? Associated condition, but it's not the cause. He said, and the people told him, you will put down that that is the cause. So what does that mean? Why is that important? The numbers y'all got of the people who allegedly was unalive behind this is all coming out now. Yes, 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 yes. 4 years later. All the people y'all thought was out of here from COVID, it was capped. It was capped. Go look it up. I'm not making this shit up. Go look it up. I'm not making this shit up. The source is the internet. Go look it up. Go on Twitter. They got a lot of doctors on there speaking out. They got a lot of CDC information from there. They had actual town hall meetings and everything. Listen, not town hall, but they had actual congressional meetings behind this shit and everything. They trying to send Fauci up the hill. I'm telling y'all, I'm not making this shit up. And this is real, but I knew this shit when it was going on. Okay? So I'm not saying it didn't affect people. It did. I know it did. I've seen it just like you've seen it. But what I'm saying is what they made it to be via the media was nowhere near, and they lied and fudged a lot of numbers. I keep telling y'all, when that's a bullshit fact that they say men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. They're a fat face on funky fucking liar. Knowing me being a person who's well versed in research, I can create research to make it fit any narrative I want it to say. I don't care who it is. I can create. That's why you think about it. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Y'all remember back when Worm Food was alive and they had the red pill community? Y'all remember when Worm Food alive? Put a one in the chat if you remember when Worm Food was alive and the red pill community was here. I'm about to give you an example of how numbers do lie. This what they did. The red pill did it. They showed y'all. The red pill took this study and said, hey, there's a study shows while black women running around here saying that black men aren't fathers and aren't active fathers, there's a study that shows black men are the most active fathers of all of the fathers in America. And black women was like, I know you motherfucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Worm Food is Kevin Samuels. And it was like, how the fuck is that possible when these niggas ain't doing nothing for these kids? And it was like, bullshit. And they pulled up the study. Look, see, this study says out of all of these folks, Black men, look, it's right here. It's right here. And they had papers. They had the shit. And look, it shows you black men are the most involved fathers than all of the other races. And a lot of black women was like, how though? All the black women I know, they daddies don't be whoop de whoop. Let me tell you what they did. You want to know what they did? See, y'all got to understand the complexity of research. That study that they were referencing, listen, they only studied, I want to say a few hundred men, maybe if that, a few hundred men from one small location. They didn't do observation. They did surveys. And then somebody took them numbers, crunched them up. You know what I'm saying? And then, your mom, bitch. Your mom. Your mom. Now, let me get you up out of here. Thank you for your services. You dumb fuck bitch. Okay? Yes. I don't trust nobody with a clear finger on their profile, you stupid hole. Bitch, go scuba diving in the middle of the ocean with no gear. Dirty dog, funky hole. Nah. Your mom. Bitch. Moving on. So this what I was saying. Listen. This what I was saying. They used a small group of men and used a survey. So you know how a survey works? You know, surveys could differ depending on how you feel. You know that, right? You know that, right? So this how I go. If let's say you in a bad mood today. Let's say you and your old man had a fight last night. Let's say you and your old man had a fight last night, right? And then you get up the next morning and they asking you a survey about how good black men are. Odds are you're not gonna say great things because you just had a fight and the nigga keep cheating and will do. Odds are you're not gonna say great things. However, if you have a good man and you do a survey, odds are your survey is gonna come out really good because you have a good experience with men. Why is this important? That is not actual factual. Yes, thank you, JM. Survey responses equal feelings. That's all it is. So with that being said, although it was a research study per se, it was not accurate because it wasn't well researched. They didn't even have a big enough control group to fucking test for it, right? In order for that to even likely possibly be accurate, do you understand how big the group of people they would have to test? And it wouldn't have to be through survey. It would probably have to be by observation. You know what observation means? Somebody come watch you be active with your churn versus telling me on a test, oh yeah, I be with my churn all the time. Don't they lie on the internet all the time? What's the point of this, y'all? Men lie, women lie, and numbers lie worse. So don't believe that just because they showed you them numbers every day on CNN, all them people getting up out of here, that was actually happening. Because what is being exposed is behind the scenes, doctors, coroners, all these other people were being forced to say that that's what it was, even though they knew good and plumb fuck well that wasn't what it was. Okay? So y'all go check on that. Check that out now. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. I might steer you left, but I ain't gonna steer you wrong. You feel what I'm saying? I might steer you a little left, but I ain't gonna steer you wrong. Okay. I think I got maybe people waking up. Let me show y'all what somebody posted. I'm so glad my people are smart. You know, I think it just took a group of us to just actually be smart about some shit. Look what somebody said. Remember we were talking about this yesterday, y'all? And this is gonna be the last topic. I'm gonna get up out of here. Remember this? Remember I said this yesterday when we were talking about. Wait, before I do that, remember I showed y'all this. Remember the boy Dexter Reed? Y'all remember this? Let me show you how, girl. I really might be a prophetess for real. I ain't bullshitting. I really might be a prophetess. But y'all remember this yesterday? Dexter Reed. And remember, I said, anybody notice this always happen right around election time? Remember that? Pete. And remember, I showed y'all this. Remember, I showed y'all this. This the boy mama.
It's a pain that manifests in memories and pain that manifests in despair.
They took my son away from me. He ain't got that no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do without him.
It's a pain that manifests in memories and pain that manifests in despair.
They took my son away from me. He ain't got that no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do without him.
It's a pain.
They killed him. They killed him. He had just bought his new car 3 days before that. And he was just riding around in his car. He said, Mom, I'm going for a ride. And they killed him. They killed him. He had just bought his new car 3 days before that. And he was just riding around in his car. He said, Mom, I'm going for a ride. And they killed him. They killed him.
On my mama, I feel like I'm a real prophetess. For real. For real. You know how y'all be saying they got the prophetess in the church, but she really ain't no prophetess. She's just trying to get some dick from your husband. I'm talking about, I really might be a real prophetess, right? I remember we were talking about this yesterday, and I know a lot of us are very sensitive about this topic, about our kids being unalived by the police, even though we don't care that they're unaliving themselves. But that's a topic for a whole nother day. Like, fuck it. They can unalive themselves, but I don't want Charleston White to say it. Ugh. But oh my God, let God forbid the clear ones do it. Oh, we gotta go march. We gotta act a fool. Now, remember I said yesterday, I said, y'all don't realize this shit always come around every 4 years, around the time to vote. And then I logged into Twitter this morning and look what I saw. Shout out to my motherfucking people. Do you hear me? We might be fooled some of the time, but we ain't fooled all the time. Somebody said it's election year. What month y'all think they're going to start covering police brutality? Now, this tweet was done in January. Hear me and hear me good. Hear me and hear me good. Hear ye. Lend me your motherfucking ears, Negroes. This is the Negro meeting we got to have, okay? Now, first of all, I hope you guys are familiar with what they call crisis actors. Those are real. Those are people that they get to come into situations like what you just saw and do exactly what you just saw. Basically, play it up for the cameras. Whole time, a lot of time on the back end, they be getting paid or compensated. I was just saying compensated, right? I'm not saying it's not real, Golden Yogi. Go console the family then. Go console. KO, why you over here? Why you ain't over there dropping off a pan of red beans and rice? Why you over here? If you know the family personally, why you over here? Why you not over there dropping off a pan of baked macaroni or something for the family? Don't they need something to eat? Shouldn't you be over there dropping off something to eat? If you did, then go back over there. Go back over there. Because I never said the lady was a crisis actor. What I said was that y'all know they have crisis actors. Now, I feel like you might be the crisis actor. Is you the lady in the bad wig? Shit. Golden Yogi, go console the family. You got bigger things to do. You know them? You need to be over there rubbing on the mama back. Telling her it's going to be all right. God don't make no mistakes. That's what you need to be doing. It don't matter. This is what I'm saying. You need to go rub on the mama back and say, oh, God, one thing about God, he don't make no mistakes. It was his time. That's where you need to be at. Okay? Where was I going with this? I said this yesterday. I'm not saying that it does not happen. Black people are stopped unjustly and are treated unfairly by police every single day. What I said yesterday, go roll back the tape, was what they do is highlight one and put it. I said, the world is a stage. These political people and these celebrities are the puppet and we are the audience. I told y'all that. So what I'm saying is, what happens is they highlight one, put it in front of you to evoke your emotions, right? And that sways your vote, which is why they do it every election year. Okay? Why is this important? When I said that yesterday, I get it. A lot of people was still, it was new. A lot of people were like, I don't know who, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, yes, thank you. It's the timing. My people are waking up to the play. See, a lot of us still in the play. A lot of us still sitting in the audience at the theater. We don't even realize we sitting in the theater watching a literal fucking play. We don't even realize it. Because we look around and we say, but we can see it though, boo. And I understand that's the way it's meant to be. It's meant to be that way so you don't question it. It's all psychological slavery and mind control. That's what it's about. It's all about mind control, and enslaving you mentally. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. You good. But listen to what I'm saying. What they do is they take actual events and they highlight it for you so that it can evoke your emotion to cause a response. And it happens and it works every 4 years. Last 4 years, we had George Floyd. Before that, we had Trayvon Martin. Yes, the chaos is orchestrated. And I get it, Ebony. And you know what I would have to say in response to that? Can I be honest? And I'm not trying to be, this is no way, shape to drag or be disrespectful. But I gotta be honest. That's cap. And I don't mean your feelings are cap. I mean your whole thought process is cap. Because if we really cared about young men being unalive, why black people don't have the outrage for the young black men that be unalived in our hoods? Why we don't ever get together and boycott or raid or do all that stuff? Why we don't do that for when we do it to each other? Why it only matters when they do it to us? When the fact of the matter is we unalive each other way more than they do. So I'll be calling cap on that. Black people have a lot of fake outrage. You know what I'm saying? Because if we really truly cared about our young boys dying at the hands of anybody, we would do something about it. But we don't do shit about it. When we do it to each other, oh well, God forbid a clear person do it. Now you want to go riot and all, girl. It's cap, y'all. It's cap. And y'all, I don't think we realize it's cap. I think in our mind, we think that it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a real emotion. Nobody want to see they young boys getting unalived on TV and all of that. But y'all scroll on Twitter and see it all the time by rappers and amongst other people. Why they all don't have this outcry then? Just a question. When y'all scroll on Twitter and y'all seen Nipsey Hussle unalived in front of the stove by another black man, when y'all scrolled on Twitter and y'all seen Juice WRLD unalived by the other black man, when y'all seen all these random black people, random black young girls and boys unalived by black men, why that emotion not evoked then? Why that emotion not evoked then? Why aren't we doing something about that like we do about when the clear people do it? And I get you may be outraged when they do it, but where is the community? Where is the togetherness? Where is the cohesiveness that we come together with? Yeah, take off King Bone, all of them niggas. Where's the cohesiveness that we seem to gather when they do it versus when we do it? We gotta be honest. Listen, and this is no shade, no nothing to nobody. I'm not dragging. I'm just trying to have a real yes, collective. There's no outrage. I'm trying to have a real conversation with us. What I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel a way about the clear people or police unaliving black men, because that is a real thing. That is a real thing. You should. But what I'm saying is you black people, to all of us, Black people, to all black people in this chat that can hear me. If someone says I'm a plant, well then I must be a good one. I must be a rose. 'Cause a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. He can leave you, he can take you, make you, he can break you. If I'm a plant, I'm a motherfucking rose bush. Do you hear me? Cause I'm the one telling y'all the fucking real shit. Everybody else entertaining y'all, gotten people twerking and acting a fucking fool and woo woo. Girl, please. If I'm a plant, then shit, they might not know that they got the wrong plant. They gotta put me back. They gotta unplant me. Cause I'm speaking against all this shit. Typically plants speak with the masses or with the masters, not against them. Typically. But a lot of them are paid to do that too, just for show. So be careful. Be careful. But look, listen to what I'm saying. Black people, we got to get back to this. Black people, black people, black people, black people, black people. Next time you see an unaliving by police, by a person, by a clear person on a Negro child, and you get outraged, I'm talking about to the point where you speak out on social media, you actually galvanize and march and da 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 da. After you do that, do me a favor. Pay attention to your reaction when you see our black kids unalive every day by our people. And if those reactions aren't the same, when I say reactions, heavy on the part actions. Because see, what happens is when we see it on TV or we see it or they put it in the media, we galvanize, we start social media stuff, we start conversation on social, we actually do something about it, or we at least attempt to, right? What I'm saying is, if we're not doing that when we see the other black kids unalive, then you have to come to grips with the idea that you fake as shit. You fake as shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to say it like that, but I roll my eyes when I see black people get outraged by unalivings. And I'm not saying it shouldn't affect you, but I roll my motherfucking eyes when I see black people all up in arms when a police unalive a black person. And then watch them walk past another black person unalive like nothing never happened. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, to me, y'all be looking faker than a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. To me, I just be like, man, these motherfuckers here, bro. Okay? So with that being said, you guys, you have to do me a favor and listen, pay attention to what the fuck is going on around you. Please pay attention to what's going on around you, because you are missing a valuable lesson by literally just not paying attention to what's going around you. We sleep. Black people as a community, we are asleep. Do me a favor.
Wake up!
Please wake up.
We walking. Y'all ever seen that show, The Walking Dead? That's all Americans, but I don't care about them. That's black people. The Walking Dead, zombies. We literally walking around like fucking zombies. Okay. Anywho's, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here so I can go work out. Look, do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor. Today, Friday, y'all pull up for Educational Friday. I'll figure out what it's gonna be about. I got a lot of stuff in the tank. I'll figure out which one which one I'ma do tonight, but it's gonna be a good one regardless. Also, you guys like the video if you haven't already. Also, you guys, if you're new here, welcome. This is the truth pill. This morning, Joce. If you sensitive, please exit out. Because I'm gonna say something to make you mad, and I know it. And I don't want and listen, even if you leave out and come back, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person where if you come back, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, bitch, no, get off my channel. Nah, you come back. I ain't lying. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I have a lot of patience for my people. Now the other ones, I ain't gonna lie, I don't. I block their ass, like the one who said I'm a self-hating bitch or whatever he said I was. With the clear finger. The clear finger let me know I don't need to give second chances. Just hit the block. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and it's another thing too. Oh, really quickly, Connie, you said something good. She said, I seen the video shooting, they shooting that boy 96 times. Get all the facts first. Because the media, he who controls the media control the masses. He who controls the masses control the minds. He who controls the minds control the actions. He who controls the actions control the world. Okay? Y'all, let me do that back one more time. Pay attention to all the details. Because see, he who controls the media controls the masses. He who controls the mind controls the he who controls the masses controls the minds. He who controls the minds controls the actions, and he who controls the actions controls the world. What does that mean? If the media is only putting on there that this person is just a perpetual victim and he did nothing and they just took and shot him 96 times without giving you the fact that, or not a fact, the idea that allegedly he pulled the gun and started shooting at them first, it's going to evoke that type of reaction. Okay? So just make sure when you see it, live in that emotion, but then go get, you know what I'm saying? Go get the real information. Go check on it. Go get the real information. Because I know for a fact they found a gun on him. So just go check it out. Go do some research into it. And I'm not saying that he deserved to be shot 96 times. And nobody ever said that he was shot 96 times. They said they shot 96 times. We don't know for a fact that he was shot 96 times. Okay? So that's why I say you gotta go look into the stories and all of that. Okay? Okay? So let's get into it. I love y'all. I'll see y'all for 5 o'clock at the dollhouse, man. If y'all haven't already, follow me on doggone Rumble, please and thank you. And I'll see y'all later, girl. Let me get up off here, girl. Y'all had me strangled up here for another 2-hour live. Oh hell no. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up!
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.